I know, this is dangerously close. But I'm going to be doing an eyelash tutorial. Yes. How are we doing? I just did a makeup tutorial, so you may recognize the shirt and the cup of coffee. But I did make the earring change. I wonder how many of you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So I did go get an eyelash curler. This is the CoverGirl eyelash curler. I can't find my Chanel one in my purse. And the mascara that we're going to use while the dogs bark at whoever, whatever, is the Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Drama. Now, I gotta tell you guys, I'm not gonna even put this up close because you can't even see it. It's so shiny, you can't see the name on it. But it's kind of like a hot orange red on top and a hot pink on the bottom. And it's shaped like a little wand. Okay, so I am going to use a hand mirror. So I'll pull out of my little, here's my latest little makeup pouch. You know what? It's got mostly Chanel in it, right? It's Mary Kay. I think it's from their Sun line. Their, what do you call it? It's got like a bronzer, like, you know, a fake bake. And it's got like a lotion for after sun and some sunscreen lotion and all of that in it. And I don't think I ever used it, but I loved the pouch because you could see through it at your stuff. So the mirror that I'm going to use today is my favorite all-time powder as well. And I think Nancy out there told me that Dillard's was having a sale on Chanel makeup. And I went to my Dillard's and they don't carry it. They don't carry Chanel makeup because they're considered a small store in Newnan, Georgia. So I was very unhappy to hear that. But anyway, so this is my Chanel, and it is the Double Perfection Natural Matte Powder in 70 Tender Bisque. You guys, I've told you this for years. This is still usable. I mean, it doesn't take much, and it does fill up your pores. Why don't I fill up my pores real quick? You lightly pat it in there. Don't ever just like, and I just do a straight up and down on that and my nose, and then up between here and right there. Then I go back and blend that in. Why? Because all this does is take the shine off your face. It's a matte powder. So I'm not trying to color it or anything like that. Look how good that works. Yeah. Okay. So, eyelashes. Stick to the point, Betharina. Okay, so I know that I just licked my finger and I'm trying to fix a boo-boo. But you know what? That's the reality of how we really do our makeup. I don't go and get a special wipe for that. My fingers is my wipe. Okay, so we're going to put the eyelash curler right on my lid. And then that pops your lashes up. And then you fold straight up. I've talked to you guys about this that you do two different ways if you really want your lashes to stick up. And people always tell me I have the longest lashes, and I don't, but I know how to make them stick straight up. So if you go ahead and notice that I didn't take these right off. Some people go 1, 2, 3 and they get off. I'm like, that didn't do any good. I hold it and I'm kind of pulsating it a little bit to give it a little pressure. And now I'm loosening just a little and going about halfway up on the lash, and then I'm curling it back towards the socket. See how now I'm turning my face away from the camera? No, I'm just kidding. How I'm turning my hand up towards the socket. It's coming up, whereas it was like that. Now you're going like that. And it's curling the end of it because I also let some of the lash out a little bit. And it just turns it into from like an L to a C as far as the bend or the crimp that you're putting in there from the eyelash curler. Because I want a little more rounded. By the way, this, for those of you that didn't watch my 5-part, is it 4 or 5 parts? Get Ready With Me, Eyes Only. I'm going to let that out a little and point it towards the back. This is the eye makeup that I've got on is the Lorac Pro Mega 2 palette. And I really do like the colors we picked. This color in the crease is Goji and or G-O-J-I, I guess is how you pronounce it. And y'all, it's a really unusual color. It's like a cross between a mauve and a brown. And it's soft, almost like a cashmere brown, like a soft, 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 soft brown. Or dark beige or something. So it really looks good. The only thing is I look really dried out. So I don't know if that's because it's a very drying powder or I am very dehydrated. So on that note, let me have another sip of coffee. Which does not hydrate you, it dehydrates you. I know I shouldn't, especially as a singer, man, I shouldn't be drinking it. All right, so I'm just pulling this straight out, not even having to swirl it around. And I want you guys to see how good this does. So always tip your lashes out first. Make sure that the tips of your lashes are done. Why? Because you don't want somebody looking at you sideways and see this beautiful mascara job. It's at the tip ends, they see little blonde points. Also, it makes when you come through and you start from the outside. And remember, on the outside you go out towards your ear. Then you start going up towards your brow. Then straight up in the middle. And then put these little lashes right here towards your nose. Just with the tip like that. And it gives a fanned out effect. Y'all, that is good mascara. That's one coat. That looks really good. So I think I may have found a drugstore favorite as my all-time favorite mascara. And it's about 1/3 of the price of my Chanel. Yes, I know. Cocoa Pink, don't freak out, girl. She's my mascara friend. I mean, my Chanel friend. But look. Can you see? Am I focused? Am I not focused? That looks really good, y'all. Alright, so then I'm going to do my one little backy forthy to get right at the root. And no kidding, look at the coverage of just doing that. I hadn't even tipped it out yet. Look at that. That looks fantastic. That looks fantastic. By the way, for those of you who saw that I kind of messed up my wing liner, I went back over it with a darker color, which I think was something Ivy in that palette. And it just kind of, it doesn't make it go away, but it's not as pronounced. Because once you mess up your liner, you know what? I think I took too long in between curling these to put the mascara on. You try to put it on right after. So, but anyway, you can always kind of blend out the liner so that it's not so noticeable. Now, did y'all notice I let some of it out a little bit? Now I'm curling it backward and I'm pulsating it a little bit. Some people have warmed mascara or pulsating mascara. All that you can do yourself. No kidding. I can give you my trick. Hope you don't think this is gross. I sit my mascara tube between my legs. It's warm in there. Not, you know, just at the top of your thighs. It's just warm there. Probably because I have so much fat. But anyway. And so it warms the mascara. And when I'm pulsating this lash curler, it's the same thing as this pulsating one. So, no, you don't need to buy that. They're gimmicks. Or you can. Just enjoy the gimmick, man. Okay, so I'm tipping it out again, remember. Both directions, back, forth. Like a windshield wiper motion at the tip. You got to pay attention or you'll end up on your eyelid. Alright, so now I'm starting with the outer corner, combing out towards my ear. And then you start combing straight up towards the top of your brow. And then when you come in, you tip out towards your nose. And try to cover those little tiny hairs towards your nose. And it really does give a fanned out effect. This mascara, you guys, I'm really shocked at the coverage it has. I don't know, I still may like my Chanel the best. I need to order some. And then remember, you're just going to wiggle right on the lash line. And if some comes through and gets on the skin a little, that's okay. Because, I mean, you should have a smudge line there of a color anyway. We don't want it there, though. That's one pass. That looks good. And I'm a mascara junkie. So if I say it looks good, it looks good. I'm just kidding. Okay, I got to comb my brows up. So I just used my fingers because I don't have a lash comb handy. So I'm going to go to now coat 2. And this is really all you need. I am going to slightly tip it again. Just because it gives it something that when you're combing through to come up to. But if you find when you do that it gets it too gloppy and gloopy, then don't do that. For me, because of this comb, the comb is a hard comb. And so it comes through pretty good. like, because it's really long toothed. And so if I do have a goop, like I had a little goop right there, I just got rid of it. And now I'm tipping out the ends of the lower lash line and that corner. That corner never quite gets it. There we go. Get that. Y'all. Okay. Get in the corner. So do you see there's a little gloop? So I'm coming through it, and it comes right out because these are such long little teeth. But now I do need to go back into the tube to get the upper lash line, and I'm just gonna there is a little bit of a nib on the top so that you can get the ends. And there we go. Now, to some of you, you don't like this much mascara. You like a more natural look, so you don't have to do the second coat if you don't want to. I like a lot of coverage. But no kidding, I don't know that I need a third coat. I'm just coming through there. Whoops, that put a little back on there, so we do want to get rid of that. There. Look at that. That looks fantastic. This is a good mascara, y'all. It's frightening. Am I moving away from Chanel products? No. By the way, that's not a boo-boo. That is a freckle, or maybe it's an age spot. I never thought about that. But it never goes away. So between these three products, an eyelash curler, a mirror, and the Maybelline Falsies Push-Up Drama waterproof, it says hydrofuge. That's why I went. I think this is a really good lash tutorial, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. And for once, it's one video, and I'm at the end, and I get to say bye!